In this session, I want to discuss the concept of the transcendence of God. I want to begin by referencing a song by Joan Osborne. In 1984, she came out with a song called, "What If God Was One of Us?" And the chorus said, "What if God was one of us? Just a slob like one of us. Just a stranger on the train trying to make his way home." The song was popular because it was catchy, because Joan Osborne had a good voice, but also because it has become the fad to want to make God one of us. A transcendent God terrifies us. A transcendent God makes us feel as though we are weak and small. The concept of transcendence is that God is utterly different from us, greater, magnificent, more exalted than we are, than all things. And this terrifies us because we want to shrink him down to our size. We see some of this transcendence when the Israelites were at the bottom of the mountain and Moses went up to the Mount Sinai. The scripture says that the mountain was covered with smoke. It says that the mountain trembled and the people were scared. This is what happens when we encounter the transcendent God. So some would ask the question, how can we have relationship with such a transcendent God? The answer mostly given is simply the cross or the incarnation. And this is very true. We know much more clearly about the relationship we can have and the closeness we can have with God through the incarnation, through the cross. But this is not the only place. If we look through all of Scripture, we see again and again that God has come to be with us. We see this in the garden. It was God who came and wanted to walk with the first couple. It was God who came to Noah and chose him and warned him of the coming flood. It was God who appeared to Abraham and chose him and promised to give him the land and children. It was God who appeared to Isaac, to Jacob, and made a covenant with each of them and with all of the Israelites. So we see again and again God coming to be with us. Not a distant God. So we must understand when we speak of transcendence, we don't speak of God as distant or far away in the sense of space or time. God is with us. And we see this all through Scripture. If we don't understand the transcendence of God, if we reduce God to just one of us, we miss the glorious wonder of the incarnation. After all, if he is just one of us, it doesn't do anything great for him to become one of us in the incarnation. If he is extremely different, far above, far exalted from us, then the incarnation is a beautiful, powerful wonder in which we can participate in the closeness of God. Or as a friend here said, it gives a whole new spin to saying, Alama'ak, which means God with us, Emmanuel.